name is Julia, and today I will be here, and I'm very glad to see both of you here, and I will be ready to discuss with you the topic of our conversation today. But first of all, as I see you for the first time, tell me a few words about yourself. Timur, can you start, please?
Okay. My name is Timur, as you know. I'm a student of Medical College number 6.
Mm-hmm.
It states in Moscow. Well, I'm fond of sport.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say? I think if we start our conversation, it will be better. Uh,
Yeah, I see. I have some question to you. What's your future profession if you study at medical college?
Probably it will be a nurse.
A nurse. Okay, I see. Why did you choose this profession?
Um, Actually, I've been thinking about it for all my life. My parents have been talking with me about this profession only, but I mean, uh, they have been spoken to me about doctor's profession. But
Mm-hmm.
first step, in my opinion, is good to become a nurse, like a
Mm-hmm.
first step. The next step is will be a doctor's degree.
Okay.
Um,
Tell me, please, is your education a difficult way?
yes, it's pretty difficult,
Okay, so but you are coping with it, right?
right?
Okay, very good. Tell me, please, are you a student of our school?
Yes, I am. Uh, I have been taken like 8 classes
Mm-hmm.
or something. Uh, Maybe 2 or 3 I have lost
Mm-hmm.
because of problems with the connection or
Okay.
something like that. But most of all, like 5 classes I have taken, and it was great time. I have had a great experience, and I would like to continue my English education. I mean,
Okay.
study.
I'm very glad to hear that. Tell me, please, do you have a Russian-speaking teacher or a native person?
Um, my teacher is Russian speaking.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
He's
I
living
see.
in
Thank you so much. Thank you for your answers. I'm very glad to have you here today with me. Okay, Nastya, tell us some words as well.
I'm from St. Petersburg. I have two sons, 12 and 2 years old, and I'm business analyst in big software company, but now I'm staying home with my little son, and that's all.
Yes,
What else?
and again, I'm very glad to see you again this time. So thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you will enjoy our talking tonight as well. Okay, as you know, the topic of our conversation tonight is television, and there was a phrase as a topic that TV is a chewing gum for our eyes. I want you to tell me your opinion about this phrase. Timur, can you?
yes, you're fine. In my opinion, it is a very correct phrase. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like TV at all. I think it is really chewing by your eyes
Mm-hmm.
because uh, I myself become as like a zombie when
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching TV. I really don't want to be a zombie because it's um, taking lots of time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'd like to live while I'm alive. Do you know this song? I mean, song.
Who is the singer?
Um, it's my life.
Oh, I know, Bon Jovi.
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
he has brought in this song, and the text was, uh, uh, "I just gonna live while I'm alive."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the whole point. I would like
I
to
see.
live while I'm alive.
Mm-hmm. So you would like to leave, not to watch TV, right?
Yes, not to be a zombie.
Okay, I see. Nastya, what do you think?
Mm. I agree with Timur. I don't like TV because I think it's way for manipulating people, especially in our country. And I watch only sport program and traveling program and cartoons with my child.
Okay, I see. So, how can I talk with you tonight if you don't like watching TV? So, what are we going to discuss? Okay, no, I'm joking. I have some questions prepared, and of course, we will have some topics to discuss. First of all, I would like you to think about the association that you have in your head when you hear the word television. Timur, what do you have?
I have an idea. Simple things like this black box with pictures inside of it. People who are watching TV and eating food like chips or popcorn, drinking beer. These pictures aren't very good. Probably.
Okay. I see, I see. So some simple things that usually come to a mind of an average person. Nice. What about you?
I can realize some stupid people who is switching over program and maybe eating.
Yeah, people usually like to eat when then something tasty when they watch TV.
Some people like, yes.
Yeah, for some people it's a real lifestyle, but we will discuss it a little bit later. Okay, my dear friends, I'm sorry?
With a poker face.
Yeah, with a poker face, absolutely. Because as you told, people are like zombie. I agree with you absolutely. So anyway, I want us to try to distinguish some good and bad points of television. Timur, I would like you to tell me about good points, Nastya, and you to tell me about bad ones. Timur, can you start, please? Let's start with the good ones.
Okay, the good points of the television. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably it is funny programs, movies, the news. Of course, it's news because sometimes I have no time to use internet for reading the latest news about the Ukraine, which is very sad, in very sad situation right now. News about, I mean, news in general about the world that's around me. It is a funny time. This thing. I mean, when I'm becoming a zombie, it's sometimes it's good because when I coming from my work and study, I really do. I really want to forget these things. Like which I have seen in the hospital or in a clinic. So, by the way, if I don't like to read, to take a book and read, I would like to see something. I would like to chew by my eyes and, you know, forgetting something.
So you mean that some people and you personally use television as a background, right?
Yes.
So you switch it on, you relax, and you don't pay so much attention to what is shown, right?
Well, actually, I don't watching TV for all, but I have been doing it for a past maybe 3 or 4 years.
Okay, I see. Is that all? All the good points?
Yes,
okay, thank you so much. Nastya, I'm sorry, but today you are talking about bad things.
Oh, about negative things of television.
Disadvantages.
I think, of course, it's violence news from screen, and its influence on our children, on young mind, and for example, like my son when he's sitting near the television and he doesn't hear me when I can say something to him. And
you mean he's really into the process, yes? He's into the television, actually.
Maybe, I don't know. He switch over program. And television, like newspaper, like the internet, it's I've said it's the way for manipulating our mind, and it's not good.
It's not good, but we need to be strong. We need to stay. No pasaran. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Timur, can you hear us? Because your microphone is off.
Yes, it's because of my phone. It's.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm sorry. So there is one more question to you. If you don't like TV so much, can you imagine and tell me how the life and the world would be without television? Timur, tell me your fantasy about this topic.
Oh, my fantasy is very great about that. Do you remember these times when children were always at streets? They were always doing things, playing together, running and laughing. It was great time without computer, for example. I think the same thing, computer and TV. They are both making us zombies, making us zombie. And without computer and TV, we will spend more time with our friends, with our family, with books. I mean, my fantasy is very great about that.
I see. Thank you so much. Nastya, what do you think?
Oh, I think without television, people is getting more communicative, maybe. And I remember, my granny told me about the time in her past when they were doing hand working, like knitting, maybe, and they made a lot of beautiful things, handmade things.
So, and no television in their life?
Yes, no television.
And what does she say? Was she happy?
Yes, of course. Where they were speaking, they discussing about different things. Yes,
okay,
I think
they
were happy.
They were happy. Okay. So tell me, please, is it usual for your family, for your friends, to sit around the TV in the evening and discuss some news or what is on TV? Artyom, we are happy to see you tonight. Are you here with us?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. So, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, so today we are discussing television. Do you know about that?
About television? Yep.
No. Do you know about our topic?
Yes, I
Okay.
I just read the topics and questions.
Okay, very good. So,
okay.
So the last question we were discussing was, how can you see the world without television? Tell me this picture.
Well, I don't see the television last 7 years, and I'm fine. And I think
why don't you watch it? What's the problem with TV?
Oh, I think that it's I think that in television, uh, I think that it is a time. Как сказать, господи.
So what do you want to say? Ask me.
I think that we just waste our time
Waste our time, yeah.
and do nothing useful while we see the television, and moreover, from television, some people can lie to me, and yes, I talk about the news in our country, etc., and news in other countries. That's why I prefer to don't watch TV at all, and if I just want to see some films or programs, there are internet, and I can see these programs and films without advertisement and etc. And at all.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. So my next question is, do you remember the first time when I mean your first memory about TV? Of course, we were children that time. Timur, do you remember the first appearance of TV in your life?
I'm actually pretty young. I'm 8 years old, and I don't remember at these times when TV becomes to my life.
You don't remember that. So you mean that it has been with you for all your life, right?
My life.
Okay, Nastya, do you remember the first memory of TV?
Yes, I do. I remember when I was a child and I was waiting for cartoon because it in Soviet in our past it was very seldom when television show us cartoon, very short cartoon about 10 minutes, and I was sitting around watch and I was waiting about half an hour to start a little short cartoon.
Do you remember the name of the cartoon you were waiting for so long?
I remember the process of waiting.
The process of waiting.
So don't remember.
I guess it was Soviet cartoon or Disney cartoon.
No, it was Soviet. Yes, it was earlier when Disney cartoons start to show.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Artyom. What about you?
My first remember about TV. Well, many years ago, I lived with my family, my brother, father, and mother at Turkmenistan in not rich quarter, and each evening.
I'm sorry, Artyom. Can you tell me the name of the place? Because my father was born in Turkmenistan, and I know a lot about this country.
In Bayram Ali.
Okay, I know.
Bayram Ali city.
Okay.
And almost each evening, we just put our TV and get it on a street, and all my neighbors, my friends, we sit around of this TV and see this. Как вот сериалы,
soap operas.
Serial. I can remember one of the serial. It's one of the first serials. It was Santa Barbara.
Yes.
And there are some funny some fun actors and personages as CC. It was very funny for us. I was a child. And after that, we just run on the street and say at each other, "You are CC, no, I'm not CC. I am Captain Castillo." Well, in that time, I thought that TV can bring each other, my friends, so closely. But now we sit in our homes and just see this black box and don't walk on street and it's worse. That's why I'm think that TV now it's a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Thank you so much for your sweet memories. It was extremely funny. My next question to all of you is, do you know anybody who doesn't have a TV set at home? Nice. Do you know such a person?
Yes, it's my friend.
Okay, so what's the reason of him or her not having a TV set?
He gives news from the internet, and he hasn't children, and he works a lot.
So he has no time for TV.
He has a little time, free time.
Okay, Timur, do you know such people with no TV set at home?
No, I'm not.
No, you don't. So everybody has a TV nowadays.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Artyom, what about you?
Well,
Maybe you are such a person.
Yes,
Really? You don't have a TV at home?
Yep. I can see TV now even if I want, and it saves me from TV.
I see. So, what did you do with your TV set? Did you give it as a present? Did you throw it away just from your window?
I just don't buy it.
Oh, yeah, you didn't buy it. I see. Very nice idea. Why not? Not to waste your time watching TV. Okay, I see. My next question is for people who have TV sets at home. How many of them do you have, Timur?
1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
I think yes.
4 TV sets.
Yes.
Why do you have so many?
This is what my parents thought will be great. In my opinion, they are useless. I think
Useless.
garbage.
Okay, I see. Now, what about you?
I have 3 TV set. One new big plasma and 2 old TV set which stay in kitchen and in children's room.
Okay, so you allow your children to watch TV, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so we will talk about children a little bit later. Thank you so much. Artyom, my next question to you, maybe there was a time when you had a TV in the house. How many of them did you have?
Well, when I lived with my parents, we have a TV. It was one TV in a living room.
It was it was a precious box, right? So everybody was praying for that.
Yep. And,
okay, thank you.
And we saw this TV every day. Because I'm grow because I'm grow with my mother and grandmother. I saw almost all of serials and concerts of Russian soldiers, so it's maybe I don't see TV because I see it in my when I was a child very lot.
So you saw it too much, right?
Yep, too much.
Okay, I see. Now I will tell you different types of program, and I would like to know your attitude to them. Okay, Timur, the first type for you is a talk show. Do you like such kind of programs?
I don't like them. I totally don't like them because talk shows. I think my grandmom is watching them. She's watching them. They're arguing for all the time, and this is a not good emotions that she's taken from the talk shows. I think it's awful. It's awful.
Okay, so don't like them at all. Nastya, what about you?
No, I don't like.
Andrei Malakhov and company. Do you sometimes watch his program?
No, I never watch Andrei Malakhov.
Why not? You know, they think it's quite an entertainment for Russian people. After dinner, you sit and watch how other people live in villages. So some children problems, some drunk people. Don't you think it's amazing?
No, I don't think so. I think
You
it's
don't.
not very clever.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't have free time for to take for television for talk show.
Okay. Artyom, you don't have a TV set, but maybe you watch Andrei Malakhov online via the internet.
My girlfriend like to watch all these programs. Andrei Malakhov, Let's Go Married, and other. And sometimes I think that just some crazy woman goes to my room and talk each other, and I ask my girlfriend use to headphones, but she say if you don't like it, just no listening. And
So maybe you should use headphones, not her.
yeah, that's why I bought cool headphones and just play some relaxed music while Andrei Malakhov talks about something very
Yeah, some
unuseful.
very important problems they discuss there. But
Yeah,
tell me,
yeah.
please, after watching all these shows, does your girlfriend want to discuss the topics with you?
Oh.
No? Maybe she saw some very important problem.
She wants discuss about all the problems that Andrei Malakhov says,
Yeah, because
and
women, they like these emotions. Maybe they are very emotional. They like to I don't know, to feel sorry for people.
well, I think that Andrei Malakhov show is not reality show. I think that they use actors, and actors talks by scenario, my girlfriend, my girlfriend, как сказать, trust to
Every word.
every word of Andrei Malakhov, and even she trusts even extrasense show.
Okay, so you don't trust them as well, as I see.
I don't trust as well. I definitely don't trust to each word that's said by TV.
Okay, I get your point. Thank you so much. You mentioned one more type of show that we can watch on TV. It's a reality show. Timur, do you watch any type of programs? For example, the most famous one is Dom 2.
No, I don't watch it for all.
Why? Such an interesting program.
No, it's not. No way. I think these issues, these problems are so. I think I have these problems. I have these problems in my own life. I don't want to see these problems in others' life. In lives people who I even don't know, and I'd like to see something good, something really good, without problems, with some happy emotions, some happy feelings from the TV.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much, Nastya. Maybe you watch this show because the organizers of this show, the organizers, they think this is mostly for women, not
For
for men.
housewives.
Yeah, for housewives actually. Yeah, why not?
No, I think it's the most awful type of TV programs because they shows their private life for other people, and I think it's immoral. And they build relationships between each other for show.
But you know, the main for me, and I guess for many people who have mind and who can think with that, is why is it so popular? I know that this year it had the 10th year when they started to show the program. Why do you think it's so popular? Do we have so stupid people in our country?
It's popular. I think that people like some gossips about other people, and people like to watch private life of other people. Maybe it's a reason.
So, thank you so much. Artem, tell us the secret. Does your girlfriend watch the show? Dom 2?
No, thanks God, she don't.
She doesn't, and she never watched.
She watched this show some years ago, but she stopped.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
What do you think? You don't know. Maybe because of you.
Maybe.
So, but anyway, what do you think about reality shows when people show everything they have, even some private, personal scenes?
I think that when some people shows everything that he have private, I think that is stupid. And for me, I think that when something talks about his problems, ну, мне все равно, короче.
I don't care.
I don't care at all.
Care.
And when my girlfriend wants to talk about some problems of some people, I just saying I don't care.
I don't care.
I drink my tea and it matter. I want to eat and want to walk. It matter. But if some woman in Yekaterinburg kill his husband and talk about on the whole country, I don't care at all.
Okay, but if I offer you some very big sum of money to become an actor or a participant of such a reality show, would you agree?
It depends how much money.
So, for example, let me suggest you 1 million rubles. Would you agree?
Yes, of course.
Yes, and you would show everything.
I think that I have a scenario, and by this scenario, I have to say something. I'm the husband of a woman from Yekaterinburg, and she killed me 2 years ago. Yep. And what other people will thinking about me? I don't care because I have 1 million rubles and they know it, and that's all.
Okay, I see. Timur, would you agree if I suggested you 1 million rubles?
Well, I would like to think about it for some time, but now I think that I will agree because right now I really need money, and 1 million ruble is very very great
sum of money.
Yes, Yes.
I see. So you see, so we are we are people with good values, but when it's a question of money, so some of us start thinking, maybe yes, why not? Nastya, would you say yes? 1 million
No,
ruble is for you. No.
no, I can't because I'm not actress.
But anyway, you don't have to be an actress. You should be just real. You can cry and shout, show your emotions according to the scenario, as Artem says. It's the right way.
No,
No,
I can't show my emotions.
you can't show. Okay, I see. Interesting. Next type shows. Do you know what it means? Quiz show.
Quiz show, it's answering a question.
Yeah, for example, we have Что, где, когда, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and many others. Tell me,
Mhm.
please, what do you think about such shows? And one more question, would you like to participate? Timur.
Probably yes. It's pretty interesting to be participated in these shows, but not to watch. I think watching these shows it's not interesting at all.
But you can train your brain before taking part. No?
Probably I can train my brain by reading, by
Mm-hmm.
using my uh, by using information that I have given in my college.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Maybe if I went to the museum, I would get some information too. And
Mm-hmm.
these shows, they are uh, not the only way to train my brain.
Okay, I see. Artem, what about you? Would you like to be a millionaire with Dmitry Dibrov?
Well, if I'll have a chance to earn some money for one evening, why not?
Mm-hmm.
If it will be free for me, I can, yep, I can take part to this show and grow and answer on the first stupid questions and get my 30,000 rubles and I go away.
And go away. So you are sure you will answer only the first question?
I don't like to risk my money.
Oh, I see. So it's better to have something than nothing, right?
Yep, yes.
Okay. I see. I get your point. Nastya, what about you?
Sometimes I like watching uh, like
Quiz
that
show.
quiz show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and when I home and watching, I I think I know a lot of answers.
Uh-huh. As usual.
Yes, but I realize that it's difficult to participate, and you must to have strong will
Mm-hmm.
if you are in this atmosphere. And for example, about me, I usually I forgot everything that I know when I'm nervous, and
Mm-hmm.
this
I
show it's
see.
not for me.
Okay, I get you. Thank you so much. Next type of show, not show, next type of program is historical programs. Do you enjoy watching them? If yes, tell me what period of history is really interesting for you. Timur.
Um, as I said previously, I don't watch TV at all. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but historical is pretty interesting in my opinion. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but again, I would like to read some historical books like um, Shogun,
Mm-hmm.
written by uh, James Clower, James Clavel, I think. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it is a very big and very interesting book. I wouldn't like it to be shorter. this is a very, very interesting book. And other books that I have read, they are really interesting. I think it's historical books is very, very interesting.
So you prefer books, not the programs.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Artem, what about you?
Well, I think that each man have to know history of his country and history of the most famous events in country of all our world. And yes, I like to watch historical programs. It's mostly about historical wars, and I think that we can learn from this program some useful and maybe apply it in our life. But I know people that want to know more and want to know each little event in each year from древность,
from ancient times.
From ancient times to now, and such people like to discuss it and talks about some events. For example, some weeks ago, I worked with such a man, and he talks about previous century, and talks about previous century every day, 8 hour each minute, and I think that for a week during I work with this man, I learn about each century much more that I know that's previous life.
Oh my God! So was he really so educational?
No, this man just ordinary IT professional, but he has a hobby. He like reads some books, historical books, and watch TV, and he like to discover some real documents from history, and talks about it, but he has no friends with same hobby. That's why he talks about that which all of the people around.
Okay, but
okay.
But did you enjoy listening to him? Was he an interesting teller?
It was interested by the first day, but other days it was boring. But I think it was useful.
Useful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Nastya. What about you? Is history your cup of tea? Do you enjoy watching such programs?
Yes, it's interesting programs. I think it's very useful for our education, and my favorite period. I like to watch about some conflicting period of history of different countries. For example, French Revolution, Russian Revolution, and in new view, not Soviet propaganda. Yes, it's interesting for me.
Yeah, okay, I see. Thank you so much. My next question to you is, sometimes you are watching a really interesting program or film when you watch TV, and suddenly it is interrupted by a short, very expensive, and as people think, very useful part. It's called commercial. I want to know your attitude to this, I don't know how to say, to this type of little programs? Timur, what do you think?
I think this type of program is useless for me and for other people who are watching TV, not making. And I wouldn't like to see them.
But anyway, for example, you go shopping to a big supermarket, you look at the shelves and you see many different goods. And suddenly you remember that you saw this juice or this sausage in the commercial. Do you buy, do you follow the ideas that they are given, they give us in commercials, or do you have your own opinion all the time?
All the time I have my own opinion, but sometimes it goes inside of my mind. I mean, some things I can, some things I can't. And when I, for a few times, saw a commercial about, for example, Head and Shoulders, I would like to buy. I would prefer Head and Shoulders to another Misha's hair, for example, or something.
Okay, and but is it really true that Head and Shoulders, for example, works as they promise in the commercial?
Probably their Head and Shoulders is helpful, but I there are many other shampoos. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
That are helpful too.
Okay, I see. Thank you much. Artem, what about you? Do you watch commercials? Do you follow them when you go shopping?
Well, I think that commercial it's a big source of lie, and I don't see the commercial because I don't see TV, and when if I want to watch some film, I can just download that. Yep, I criminal. Very dangerous criminal.
Everybody's a criminal, you know. We all download films.
Just download without commercial, and even when I go to shopping and I see so much trademarks. I usually use one trademark and don't try to buy other marks. I use trademarks by years, and I think that is right.
That is right. So you mean that you have used some trademarks since the Soviet period of time?
Almost yes, most yes.
Okay, I see. So you trust some very trustworthy trademarks, yeah, from the previous time.
Yep.
Okay, Nastya, what about you?
I think that a lot of commercial breaks. It's one of reason why television is dying, why people prefer to buy CD or download program from internet. But I don't follow advertisement. I follow my own experience or opinion of my friends when I do shopping.
Tell me please, you are a mother now, and when you have a baby, you need to buy some Pampers. For example, when you go shopping, do you buy those Pampers that you have seen in the commercial or not?
No, I try a lot of type of Pampers and I choose that better.
Okay, so you choose the best one.
Yes, I choose the best one.
Okay. So my next question is just right about children and the TV. So how do they communicate? Do you think it's a good idea, or maybe it's the best way to educate your children correctly is to prohibit TV at all? Artem, what do you think? By the way, do you have children? No,
No, I haven't.
not yet. Okay, so anyway, you have some opinion about this issue. Can you tell me?
Well, I think that if a child wants to see some TV programs, I allow it. But if ch child watch TV every day, 8 hours per day, and I think that is bad, and I just show the internet and buy computer.
Okay, you are very foxy and you want to attract child's attention to your favorite toy, to the internet, to the computer,
Well,
not to watch a TV.
My parents bought my first computer well when I was a child, and I start my career. I start programming when in 10 years old, when I was 10 years old. And I think that in such age, I have to search the hobby for my children's, and I think that my children will try some hobbies when they achieved this age. But they can't do it with TV. Because we all professional TV viewers, and nobody wants to pay for that.
Okay, I see. So you mean, as you said, TV watching is a waste of time, right?
Yep.
No money. Nobody gets money for that. Okay, Nastya, you are a mother of 2 children, and you say that your child, one of your sons, he's sitting next to the TV and watching and waiting for some program. Don't you think it's dangerous that he will be addicted to some TV programs or just to watching TV? What do you think?
He has a little time for TV, very little, because he studying at football school after school, and it's a very short period of time when he is watching TV, and I think it's parents' task to take children's free time for something useful activities, and I think if the internet, uncontrolling internet is more dangerous than TV, because television safe from porno, but internet don't. And I know.
Why are you laughing? Come on. Okay, that's.
Well, I think if a child wants to see the private films, they found it not internet. No, if he can't find it in internet, he just can see it at TV, and I think that that internet is worse than TV. It's wrong.
And you know what you are talking about. You are from the internet. It's just your place, right?
Well, I have some hobby. Sometimes I gaming. Так, у нас пропал, да, человек? Ну, давайте я договорю, не буду потом повторять. Sometimes I play network games, and in that games there are some players with 10 years old and even younger. And I think that it's correct. It's right, because I think that when child playing games, it's better that he saw some wrong sites, etc. We have wrong sites in internet, and we have wrong channels on TV, wrong programs on TV, and I think that, как сказать, не надо их сравнивать, короче.
Ну, подождем Юлю.
Да, она подключится. В прошлый раз такая же была тема. Она потом заставила меня повторять то, что я сказал. Вот, подключается.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Something happened with my internet. So, Artem, you are the right person to speak about that. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I see. So, my last question, I guess, to you will be, how can you see the future of television in our country, or maybe in the world as a general? Timur.
I think the future of our country and the whole world will be without a TV, because of progressing YouTube, because of progressing internet sites, like, as I said, YouTube. It won't be necessary to have a TV to waiting these commercials. I think the future is behind the YouTube and internet.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. Nastya, what do you think?
I think internet will be instead of television in all countries. It's the last years of television now.
You think it will disappear completely?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Artem, what do you think?
Well, I think that your question is wrong. Because what is a TV? TV, it's we have some sources of information and with many clients. I mean, we have some TV stations and many clients around the world at all. But internet, it's when we have many sources like servers and many clients like just people with ordinary computers. The difference between TV and internet is in ability to feedback. At all.
That's all.
That's all. I think that's all.
Anyway, my question was, how can you see the future of television?
I think that internet is advanced version of TV.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yes, yep. And old version of TV will die, and the new version of TV will grow. And as I said 2 weeks ago, when we have devices in our brains and can communicate without computer and without internet by some fantastic protocols, internet will die too.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. I guess our future is quite optimistic, right? And my last question to you, as we were discussing TV tonight, what are you going to watch after our discussion? Timur?
My homework.
Your homework. Okay, I see. Interesting. Nastya, what about you?
What am I going to watch by TV?
On
Now?
TV maybe, or maybe you're going to download something. Yes, just right now.
Right now, I think when my husband come back, we will watch football match.
Football match. Who is playing?
I don't know. It's not my choice.
Okay, see, Artyom, and you?
Well, after our discussing, I'm going to work.
Oh, I see. So, anyway, whatever plan you have, I wish you a very nice and productive evening. Thank you so much for coming and being here with me tonight. And please come next Thursday as usual, 8 p.m. We are here to discuss a new topic. We will send you some, not commercials, some emails about the topics and the questions. So please, you are all welcome, and thank you so much for your participation tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you next week, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.